Good morning. Random dump here. Oops, boomered that. Hello. How is everybody doing? Decided to do a morning dump. I'm not used to not wearing my headphones, but we might have some guests coming on. I am Scott. This is Sporking News Podcast. The background's too bright for me, so we'll go with something else. Oh, no, not that. All right, there we go. Hope everybody's having a good morning. My kids are sick, so they're doing a little bit better, so I decided to be a real bad dad and just go online and hang out with you all. You know, I needed a break. So hope you're all doing well. We got one person out there. I probably should share this stream. If you're watching, please share the stream too. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Alex, what's up? Yeah, there's a show. I just decided to go on. One man show is always showing a lot of love and support. So thank you. You know, I wonder if my Australian friend is around, my Australian brother. So I'm going to send him a link too. And that would be Raging Rhino. Just kidding. I mean, I love Raging, but it's Mr. Grant Gregory. So here we go. Just send him one just in case he wants to jump on. And you never know, we might get one or two other people. So if you're watching this and you love the dump and you love me, feel free to share out the link, hit the like button, comment. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to in 2023. Because I saw an article, 37 fantasy and sci-fi shows to look forward to. So we're going to go over that. Also, Carl Weathers. And they might talk about this tonight on the dump. So I'm not really going to go. Well, I'll go into it because I won't be there probably tonight. So I'll give you my views on it. Talking about a Star Wars multiverse. So reboot, you know, are we trying to get these sequels out of the canon, which they can't because Disney sucks and they put it there. So I know they have World Between Worlds where they could do that type of stuff. So I don't know, but let me share this out and then I will talk to you guys in the chat, because this is your show. Talk to me. Let me know what you guys want to talk about and we will be jamming. All right. So share this out, Twitter. And I usually feel like I can't stop talking dead air, but I know a lot of YouTubers that allow dead air. So I'm going to attempt it. Ready? I can't do it. Dead air is just weird to me. All right. So if you see the tweet, guys, please share it out. I would love that. That'd be awesome. Let's see. So, you know, I've been seeing old friends lately in Twitterverse, which makes me happy. You know, people like Nerd Cookies, and it's always lovely to see her. She popped up. I haven't talked to her in forever, and she is amazing. I wonder how. I haven't watched one of her videos in a couple weeks because I've been so dang busy, and like that's so wrong of me. So I'm gonna see how she's been doing. Let's take a look at Nerd Cookies. The cookie of the cookies. The queen of cookies, I would like to say. Let's see what she has to say here. So go to her YouTube. And we're going to share her YouTube. I haven't looked at it, so we're going to look at it together. Oh, Jesus. 114K. Holy cow. She's amazing, dude. And look at all this great Babylon 5, Dune. The kid who played Elvis. Oh, look at that. I should probably turn this down, probably get an echo. Her Dune stuff is unbelievable, man. She's taught me so much about Dune. I am not the biggest, I've never read the books or anything like that, but she has taught me a ton about Dune. So if you guys don't know Nerd Cookies, please make sure, even though she's way much bigger than me, make sure you check her out because she deserves it. She deserves it. And don't talk about her voice if you don't like it. She's a little sensitive. All right, we are live on YouTube. We are live on maybe Odyssey. We're definitely live on Rumble. So if you have the Rumbleverse, please make sure you guys go over there and support the show on Rumble. I don't think we have 5 people watching on Rumble. Nice. I'll share the link in the chat. YouTube doesn't like me. They keep demonetizing me and will not let me get my monetization back. So feel free to go to Rumble and check them out. So let's check with you guys in the chat and see what you guys are talking about. So let's see. It is 1:54 a.m. in Australia. So hello, Amy. How are you? Good morning. Home from work unexpectedly and just chilling. I too am home from work unexpectedly. Thank God I'm not the sick one, which is great. Phil, what's up? Hello there. Let's see what else. I'm looking forward to Dune 2. Oh, yeah. Is that this year? I thought it was next year. That's awesome. Let me take this off. What am I wearing this for? Look, I even have the little stand I should be using. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to vape because I am a hipster. That's what I was told. So at work, let me tell you this one. I was at work a couple months ago, actually. We hired a new kid, 21-year-old kid's ripped. Looks like a Ken doll, So we're all joking with the kid and how old are you? Oh, you weren't born when this was this or that. And then someone was like, how old do you think I am? And I said it to him too. I'm like, how old do you think I am? And he goes, I don't know, too old to vape. And I was like, oh man, that hurt. That stung. He was smart. One Man Show says looking forward to no longer really has meaning. Yeah. That sucks, man. It sucks, but there is, talk to someone. You look at someone like Matt Chismo, the great Mad Mardigan. Don't ever say I told him he was great. He learned from me what a YouTuber's YouTuber is. And he really he dives deep into shows and things that most people don't even hear about, don't even know about. I've been getting big into anime. I really enjoy anime. So I've just been doing that, but I don't know. I just, it's sad, it's sad that our modern myths and all that stuff has gotten to that. Our comic books were overtaken, 2008? Comic book guys out there and girls, gals, thems, theys, whatever. I'm not I'm not one of those people that care. You can call yourself whatever you want. Just don't make it that I have to legally call you something. First to know, my pronouns are so thank you. I mean, I have Edwin, so you guys all know Edwin. A lot of you do. Little Chad, what's up, brother? Brightest day, what up? If you're doing anything, Brightest, if you're not working, you're probably working. But feel free to jump on. Little Chad, if you want a link, just DM me, and I'll send you a link. So let's see. I love One Man Show. You hate everything. I love it. You want things to be good, and I love that about you. Freaking awesome. Batman, Gurm will finish the book soon as he needs more money, which is never. The dude is so wealthy. Dude, okay, I wasn't even going to bring this one up, but I'm going to have to now. Let me just get to it. He doesn't think he's saying something when he says something, but when he says anything lately, it pisses me off. It's like, stop. You know what, man? It's so aggravating. It's so aggravating. But hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. All right, let me find this. Where was it? Okay. Stop sharing that. And I will be talking with the chat. Just feel free. Put some questions, anything down there. Okay, so right here. That's all he had to say to me. Okay, I don't know if you guys see it. Let me blow it up even a little bit more. I think I can go one more. There we go. All right, just this paragraph right here angered me. An apology to all the aces and jokers out there, my wild cards fans and readers. No disrespect to you guys. You have a fandom. I never really got into it. I was going to try attempt it again, but I'm happy for you guys. You guys are getting more, it seems like. There's been lots going on with the wild cards, but I have been so busy with Westeros. Just freaking put a period right there. But no, and the railroad and many, many other things. It's like, I understand your whole life doesn't revolve around giving me a book, but dude, finish the damn books that made you famous. Like, don't be that guy who, dies before finishing his masterpiece. Because I would take back, and I held out for a long time. Jane knows this. I used to get made fun by Gary. I held out forever. And I still think we're getting the Winds of Winter. A lot of people don't think we're even getting that. And if we do, my channel's all the Winds of Winter for like a few months. I'm sorry, guys. That's what I started my channel talking about, is A Song of Ice and Fire and stuff like that. But we're not getting A Dream of Spring unless he has it in his back pocket somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous. Amy says she's looking forward to more 1923. I haven't seen that yet. Dune 2 looks good. Wait a minute. Is Carnival Row coming back? Is that the one with the fairies? I like that one. That was good. Is that what? Yeah. With Legolas and the angry girl with the unibrow. I like that one. Man, I am a vapor, but this damn thing keeps breaking on me. I gotta try something new. Oh yeah, you're working? Need the overtime. All right, I got you, brother. Let's see. Thunderduck says Loki raid. Oh, Loki. Dude, I gotta get Loki on a show. I listen to, I don't know if I do something that a lot of people don't do. I do listen to I go on people's streams, when people are streaming, I like to listen. The problem is I'm usually doing it on my phone, and I hate typing to people on my phone. Oh, it's one of the things I hate most in the world, because it's like the @ doesn't automatically bring up a bunch of people's names. So, I just can't stand it. And, a lot of times lately I just keep quiet because I don't want to have to say hello to everybody. Gilkman! Eric, what are you doing? You busy? Gilkman, yes, I think the 24th I will be there. I told my wife about it. I'm trying to get her to come with me, if that's cool with you guys. She's like, but you guys only talk about dork stuff. I'm like, we don't just only talk about dork stuff. It's like 90% of the time. So let me know. Nerd Cookies is in the chat. I didn't even see her. There she is. Oh. I am so sorry. I am so in my own world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're there. Hey, Nerd Cookies. What are you up to?
Good morning.
Hi, Elaine. How are you? Is everything good?
Good.
Yeah.
Probably
Hold
gonna
on.
be recording today.
Yeah.
Lots of planes flying overhead.
I know, you're a busy woman. 114K. Holy crap.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
It's crazy. It is very crazy. There, I just had to get it. I held on to that sucker. We haven't streamed it forever.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I know. I haven't streamed on my channel in forever, but I'm finally started. I streamed last night and a couple weeks ago, so I'm trying to get that more regular.
Yeah. That's good. So Dune 2 is coming out this year, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
I think beginning in November.
Really? Are you looking forward to it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's some of the latest news?
Well, let's see. So we've got Austin Butler as Phaedratha.
Okay, and that character is who? You're breaking it down
He's
right
the
now.
one. Are you familiar with David Lynch's version at all?
Yeah, is he Sting?
Sting was, yeah.
Oh, dude, that kid can play that role.
So kind of interesting that another music star has
Wow.
been.
Can I just really quickly? How long were you backstage?
Oh, probably a couple of minutes.
Okay. Okay. Shit. All these people screaming at me, let her in. I was like, oh my God. All right. So the Sting role, did he play that well in the, like, I liked Sting in that movie. Like, I'm a fan
He's
of the
probably
original
the best
Dune.
Harkonnen in that version.
Oh yeah.
I think he was my favorite.
The rest of them just suck.
Was not my favorite Baron. No.
Yeah. No, the Baron was weird. Now, did the Baron ever eat his own, what were boils? Because didn't he like make a drink out of it? I don't remember. It was a weird movie.
So
it was a weird
no.
movie.
No. The Baron did not have that skin disease in the book. Another.
Wait a minute. I am not meaning novice. I'll go with. Yeah, I love the Dune movies. I remember watching the series where it was like future, like it was after Dune, right? And he was like, they found him in the deserts and he was like a prophet kind of, right? Isn't that
Children of Dune?
Children of Dune, right?
Uh-huh. That was a sci-fi miniseries or sci-fi channel miniseries.
Yeah. Who was that about? Was that about his kid or
yes. So it follows Dune Messiah and Children of Dune, the two books following the first novel, Dune. So that's what the miniseries covers. It's really good. I liked how they did that.
That's cool. That's cool.
So yeah, continues the story of Paul Atreides and then his heirs, his children.
Now, is it his son that becomes the 1,000-year emperor, 10th, however long, and then starts making all the Duncan Idahos and stuff like that? I watch your videos.
So you know,
I know some stuff. Yeah. I literally learned Dune from you. So yeah.
Well, that's good. That's my hope that people learn something.
Definitely.
But yes, you are right. He becomes the God Emperor.
Clip that.
Spoilers.
Right. God Emperor. Sorry about that.
It's been out for a while. I don't know.
So, Amy, I remember Children of Dune. I liked it. A lot of people speak. It's either they liked it or they really hated it. I've noticed that about the Children of Dune. I don't see a lot of haters, but I see a lot of people that said it was better than. Was there another Dune project other than Lynch?
Well, yeah. So before Children of Dune, they did the actual Dune series on Sci-Fi Channel, and that did well.
Oh, it did.
But there was, I would say, it's more faithful to the story. It's a mini series, so they had like 6 hours, to do that, and then, but it was a very small production, very small TV budget. So, they a lot of it looked like stage theater. Okay. And the costumes are kind of silly. A lot of times the Fremen still suits were the worst. So, I don't know if they were the worst, but they were.
Are we talking like Lord of the Rings costumes on Amazon? Because they were just like, I'm sorry, those were terrible.
They were up there. Probably worse. They did not have the budget that Amazon had, at least. Okay. But that's what I like about David Lynch's version, at least, as far as, I mean, they have a much more condensed story and definitely took some creative liberties, but the set design, the costumes were really good, I think.
Okay.
So they all have their own merits, I think, and with Villeneuve's version, we kind of have a happy marriage of both. Villeneuve was very savvy with his budget, but not overly reliant on CG or so I think it looks really good.
Okay, let me ask you, what were your feelings on, I know you talked about Dune, but I'd like to hear it again. What were your feelings on his movie? Because a lot of people felt like it was slow. I actually really enjoyed it. If we're going to get the payoff in 2, I would say I enjoyed that slow burn, because I mean, even Lynch's is a slow burn. Like, it's weird. It's a weird movie. I love it. But what did you feel about it?
Well, that's interesting. I actually have a video coming out about more of my issues that I have with it, kind of expanding upon it. I did do a general review, but I kind of wanted to dive into what were my biggest problems with Doom Part 1.
Right.
But overall, it is I loved it. It is a great, I mean, cinematically, it is my favorite form of filmmaking, how Villeneuve works, not overly reliant on CG,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks real. The sets that they built are amazing.
Yeah.
The universe is lived in, um and when they did use CG, like for the sandworms,
Mm-hmm.
just superb.
Oh
Um
my God, they were gorgeous.
yeah. So I think most of my issues kind of come down to kind of streamlined when it comes to the story. And I need more world building is what I would have
Yeah.
liked. But so hopefully we'll get some more of that in the sequel. I think he's got a lot to catch up on though if he's going to do that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
where are we in the story? How far along is he in that first book? Because this is all based on the first book, these two movies,
It's
correct?
about half.
Okay.
It's about halfway through. The first novel was actually split up into 3 volumes, and
Okay.
originally they were released like in a sci-fi magazine,
Oh, shit.
I
Like
believe.
like novellas almost? Like small
Yeah.
little I know words. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think we've reached fully the end of
Yeah.
volume 2, basically. So
Welcome little Chad to the stream. I don't know if you've ever met little Chad Nerd Cookies. He's
I don't think
he
so. Hello.
he actually like came to my channel through Mad, Mad Mardigan, but don't hold that against him because he's actually very talented. What's up, Chad?
Well, not much. I am working from home, so if I go mute for a second, it's
That's
so my
okay.
boss can yell at me via Teams. So, how
Don't
are
feel
you
any
guys?
worry about that, man. I got kids upstairs. I might have to go mute personally. Um,
Yeah, so this is cool. I appreciate that you immediately got me on the show as opposed to Nerd
Yeti.
Cookies. That was
Yeah, yeah. I
instead of
mean,
waiting backstage.
yeah. Now my eyes are like I'm on a swivel. You never know who might drop in. So I'm a YouTuber's YouTuber. Make sure you tell Matt I said that.
I know we've been making sure he knows that all of his things are available to
Yeah,
pay.
yeah. I am the original YouTuber's YouTuber. So he stole it from me. But are you a Dune fan, Chad?
Oh yeah, I read all the books.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Audible copies for when I drive. When I did used to drive to work, I've got the Dune miniseries from Sci-Fi. Got the
Mm-hmm.
Lynch version. I think every version of Dune does something pretty good,
Okay.
and I think Nerd Cookie's right. Villeneuve is kind of the best balanced one that we've gotten
So far.
so far. Because
Do
I
you,
mean, they're
I'm sorry. Keep going.
no, I was
To
gonna
get
say
used
like
to me like jumping in on you, I apologize.
no.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God! Check out this chest.
Shut.
Woo!
Look, check it out. Everyone on the intropoob right now. This is the closest we're ever going to get to having EVS with Gary. Look at it. Hey, a reunion. Look.
There you go. What's up, Eric?
Oh, nothing. Just hanging out. Thanks for the invite. Good to
Yeah,
see everyone.
of course,
Good
man. Of
morning,
course.
everyone.
You need to like bring your camera up a little bit.
I do.
Get your head. So back to little Chad though, real quick. What did he do great? Because I felt like some of the story was left out. The love between, the parents. I forget their names.
which version are you on in Lynch?
Yes.
No, Villanueva's.
Of
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
Bienvenue.
I said that.
Merci beaucoup.
I think Villanueva played for the Yukon Huskies. a few years
Incroyable,
back.
n'est vrai.
Villanova. It could be
Comment ça va?
Villanova. Right?
Villanova, right?
Eh, comment ça va, je dois ma chérie?
Oh.
D'accord.
We speak Merkin here.
Yeah, Merc in here, bro.
Puss,
I don't care who you is. But
Hey.
I really want to hear what you guys feel, and then we'll go to Eric about it too. What is your feeling? Like, did he leave stuff out, even though it was such a long movie and people feel like he went too slow? What do you think, Chad? And then I'll ask Nerd Cookies.
I mean,
and then
there's
after you have
really-
your coffee.
Yeah, there's really no way to do Dune in a feature length without leaving stuff out. You've got to compromise. The book is so even splitting it into 2 parts, you're leaving out all sorts of things. I mean, you've got the short change on kind of some of the Bene Gesserit background. You didn't really. There's like almost nothing on the guild, right? The Spacing Guild, which is going to come out and be super important if they do later Dune things. But at the same time, do you really need to do that? You're trying to appeal to an average audience. So the stuff that he left in that was actually really good was actually letting Duncan Idaho be a badass.
Yeah,
And
dude,
take
he
on
was.
Sardaukar. Like if you go to one of the biggest short changes of the Lynch version is that you just get, a little animated square shield Duncan jumping on some guys and then you cut away.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Elaine. I want to know.
Yeah, I did a video on that specifically. Like, finally, they did Duncan Idaho justice.
Yeah. And what a pick for Duncan Idaho. But do you think they left out the love between the two? God, I'm forgetting his name.
Glado and
Jessica.
Yeah. I will have liked more of that, of their love and relationship.
Because
I think a banquet scene would have helped with that.
Okay, what is the banquet scene? A lot of people bring that up, mostly Brightest Day because he's smart.
So it takes place after they arrive on Arrakis, and so one of my little problems that I had was it feels so rushed. Like after they get there, and then almost immediately after the siege happens. So I would have liked a little more. And I know they filmed stuff. I know there's a lot of extra scenes they left on the cutting room floor, and I think one of them it looked like was going to be that from that scene because Rebecca Ferguson is seen wearing this red dress, which I think was from that scene. I think she says she's wearing a red dress.
Yeah.
And she looked gorgeous in that dress, and like they never showed that.
She's
scene.
an attractive woman. So that scene shows the love between the two of them?
Well, kind of how they
interact
with each other, and also the traitor storyline as well needed to be in there, I think, because there was a revelation early that there's a traitor within House Atreides, and so there's that layer of intrigue that I would have liked, but Jessica is someone that they suspect, and there's this part with Leto and Paul where he says that I never suspect her. She is that will never. She must know that. You must know that. But they have to go through the formalities of investigation or something like that.
Yeah,
that's actually really cool.
The whole storyline with Thufir, how basically he was the chief suspect, the guy suspecting that Jessica could have been the mole, the traitor, and they completely kind of cut. Like basically, Thufir to me got like shortchanged the most in terms of what was left out of the Villeneuve version. I feel like it was a conscious choice because looking forward, his character isn't as important to the stuff that's going to come compared to where he was in the beginning of the book. So I mean, it's a movie, right? So you've got to plan ahead and you've got to think about like, what can I excise to get the flow right for editing? You're not going to have Zack Snyder level like 4-hour Justice League miniseries level to just like goof off and have lingering slow-mo for everything you're going to do. So as you can tell, my feelings
Snyder,
on that.
Yeah, but speaking of Zack Snyder, Rebel Moon got a release date in December.
Really? But we have no footage of that yet, right?
Yeah, no, they had a trailer, a Netflix trailer about all the movies coming out this year. And
oh crap!
Yeah, I just saw it like this first thing this morning.
But was it like a full portion of it, or just like kind of threw scenes in? You know how HBO does that?
Three little scenes, three quick scenes, a ship in orbit of a planet, I think, or lifting off of a planet.
Yep.
And I think the main character, I think we see her and.
Okay. Oh, her.
Anyways, so yeah.
Eric.
Yes, my friend.
What is your feelings on the Dune movie? What did they leave out? Are you looking forward to Dune 2? We got other fantasy series and stuff we're going to talk about too real quick, but I'd like to hear your feelings on Dune.
I want to lead this off with a quote, my favorite quote from the Frank Herbert book, because this is a principle that I've taken with me my entire life. And to boot, I was on a live stream about almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and Elaine was there too. And I made the same quote from memory, and she was like, "Yeah, right." Like I could feel like, oh, I just made a Dune friend out here on the internet. Just feel it in the force. And here it goes. Idaho had warned Paul time and time again, when in doubt of your surface, bare feet are best. And Jameis turned to fight, and it was just the, if your surface is unsure,
Dude, you're
go simple, you
guys.
know?
Guys, Eric
Love
has
that.
morning like gratitude lists and stuff.
Yeah.
Please make sure you guys subscribe to Eric. I watch them almost every day. I try to because I've never asked you if you're in I don't think you're in recovery, but you have like a 12-step thought process. Like a lot of mornings you're supposed to start out with what you're grateful for, and then at the end of the night what you suck about. And that's what I usually do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I actually grabbed that trick from Gary Beekler. It was good advice.
Yeah.
And it gives
Gary,
Yeah.
wanna be sober guy like me. He
Hey,
so
dude.
steals all his shit from me.
me-
So much.
but it was great advice, and I thought it would make interesting content. And I got a good response of it too. A lot of people, say, "Hey, this is it's good to remind yourself of gratitude."
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, thank you. Yeah. So, I've taken that Duncan, Idaho's advice with me all of my life. I read that when I was probably 12 or 14 years old, after I had seen the Lynch movie for the first time. So the Lynch movie was my gateway drug into the 6 canonical real Dune books. I got nothing against the Brian
There's
Herbert.
6 of them? There's 6. I thought there was more.
There are a lot more Dune books. Nerd Cookies is like, I would go to her for any Dune question.
Yeah.
I go to my, I got pretty good.
Aw.
I got you. Thank you. Well, you are. I got a great command though of the movies and the 6 books.
Just watch out for those Kevin Herbert and
Kevin Herbert.
or what I call it because
Brian
it's
Herbert.
Kevin, it's
Yeah.
Kevin J.
Kevin J.
Anderson
Anderson.
and Brian,
Uh-huh.
so I call them the Kevin Herbert books.
That's great.
Hey, you know what? Actually, today is New Comic Book Day, and
Mhm.
it's Wednesday. And Boom Studios has an issue 1, Dune House Harkonnen. I'm picking it up.
Oh,
So-
really?
because
Do a review?
Sure, why not? I'm going
Yeah,
to see
do
what
a
they're
review so we
offering.
know what it's
Is
about.
it based on the Kevin Herbert?
I
I'm going to
don't know.
keep doing it because
I think it is, yeah.
They did the House Harkonnen and House Atreides, and those
Mhm.
books are atrocious for Dune
Oh,
lore. Like, they are
really?
just like, so, I mean, I know there's people who are I can sympathize with the people who read the Butlerian Jihad trilogy
Uh-huh.
and sort of are like, all right, it's still kind of silly, but maybe.
I hear that's probably the best one
Yeah.
from those fans. I think they like that one the best.
Yeah, because it's so divorced because it's set 10,000 years before. You don't have to be as true to the stuff. But the house books like House Harkonnen, House Atreides, and House Carino, those are set basically immediately preceding the Dune, the original Dune storyline. It is Duke Leto becoming Duke Leto. It's
Well, let me ask you guys a question because I love that. They're so scumbaggish, but I love the Harkonnens. So, how can you screw that up? Because they're so they're just they seem like someone fun to write about. If you have any house that would be fun, the what are they? I always want to say Atreyu, but that's
It is, but that's the hegemony that we're
Atreides.
evoking. We're literally, Leto, actually Paul himself,
Yeah.
when he becomes the Kwisatz Haderach, sees his genetic lineage going all the way back to the great Greek kings, the
They're
Atreides.
descended from Agamemnon.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
The
Oh,
Atreides.
wow.
Yeah, that's where you have a reference. There
Oh,
you
wow.
go. It's like Star Wars. Original Star Wars is littered with Eastern spirituality references everywhere. So Dune is littered with just little real life things like Atreides, Hark al-Ada. It means breaker of the habit. It's what the name that Leto II gives to Faradin Carino at the end of the Dune books, the Children of Dune. It's Arabic. It's a real Arabic that literally means breaker of the habit.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of little stuff. Dude,
Well,
great.
a lot of this is based on Arabic, history, right? And language. And
It could
there's
be.
a jihad in it, right? There's a,
to use the word, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Butlerian Jihad, yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting.
it's
But,
interesting because in those books, and this was one of those things where it's like Star Wars. It's this giant epic universe that only involves 2 families, and
Yeah.
because they go back 10,000 years to the Butlerian Jihad, which is the great formative event of the Dune universe. It gets rid of thinking machines, no computers, no AI. It
Right.
creates the guild, the Spacing Guild, the Bene Gesserits, all that rises out of the Butlerian Jihad. And it's all because of this was, I think his name was Xavier Harkonnen. and
Okay.
his girlfriend Serena Butler, and his which makes me always think of Gundam Wing, and and then the original Atreides. I forget what his first name was, and there's a love triangle between the three of them.
Okay.
10,000 years ago, and it's just like, okay, can we maybe just have a different family when you're doing this prequel? You could have done it.
Yeah, that whole what are they? You said it just a second ago. The guy who the Trade Alliance or whatever. What are those guys again?
Spacing Guild.
Yeah, them. That's exactly what I said.
And there's also Chom.
Well, the Spacing Guild, they look all messed up, don't they?
Yeah.
No,
They're no
yeah,
longer-
now they do.
Yeah, they're like not. I want to see that. I want to see that.
That's
it's
one of my
interesting,
things that I
too.
think Lynch did really good. I thought his navigator like special effect was really pretty good.
As a sci-fi fan, allow your mind some like vast imagination, as in real science fiction. What would a human body look like a couple of generations under 0G? What would happen to our legs?
Yeah,
What, you know what I mean?
I think the
Things like that. So I see like the guildsmen, the steersmen there. That's what a human would eventually kind of look like after.
Well,
a
the
couple of
Expanse kind
generations.
of does that. The Expanse does that with people like that are on the asteroid belt are much leaner and taller. People from Mars are a little different than people from Earth. You know, so like they show like within generations, people start. I mean, your body will adapt. You know, and the 0Gs they start to get leaner and longer. It's really weird looking. I love it. By the way, Time Prophet, it is 10:27 a.m. here, so it's I'm not up. I am not up early.
Welcome to New England.
Yeah,
Wicked
yeah,
Pizza.
I love it. Another New Englander.
Wicked Pizza. We go into Dunkin's. I met Scott at Dunkin's. He got a large
Dunkin's.
regular with 3 Splendids because he can't.
Ah,
You guys
Affleck was
on,
there.
You're
do
New
show
England
no
too. My mom's family's originally from Roslindale.
Nice.
Right out of
You're
Boston.
really
She's-
from Boston.
Yeah, you're from Boston.
I was
See,
born
I'm
in
more a
Boston
New Yorker,
General
so-
Hospital, so. But I root for the Yankees, the Knicks, the Rangers, and the Giants. So
God,
it
you
doesn't
suck.
go well. Yeah.
You really suck there. I
We're
grew up.
playing.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, we're
Bruins.
playing the Islanders tonight. And we're playing the Rangers tomorrow night, and we're gonna kick their blue asses up and down the ice all night long.
Yeah, no, Brightest Day and I live about 5 miles away from each other. Yeah, we live close. We work kind of close. We'll just say that. And he's a good dude. I am gonna try to make the 24th meetup. So
Cool.
I might bring my wife too. So
Awesome.
we can't only talk about dork stuff if I do.
Don't worry.
Well, no, because she thinks that's all I do with you guys. I'm like, no, we talk about like, poop jokes and stuff. I don't know what else we talk about, but we do.
We talk
So-
about the news.
Yeah,
right?
we do.
We can talk about politics. No, let's talk about Dune, honey.
No.
Yeah. She doesn't want to talk
But
about
Dune
that
is
either.
all politics.
Well,
man.
yeah, I think
Well,
that,
like, okay, so you were saying you started off like asking about like what I thought about the movie. Like,
Yes,
the
please.
Villeneuve movie. I am disappointed that I did not see it in IMAX, and I'm hoping to see an IMAX double feature in November when Part 2 comes out. I hope to God someone they play a double feature with Part 1 because I want to be immersed in that sound design.
it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be
Wow.
awesome. I mean, if
Yeah,
you
the
thought
Sardaukar chanting
Doom Part
is-
1 was great,
It's-
then-
Yeah, that
in the theater.
Sardaukar scene was a mind blowing. And if anyone's seen like any of my Dune content, you know that I was disappointed with the race and gender swap of Dr. Kynes. Yet the role that she played, Sharon Duncan Brewster, did a great job. Will not knock her. I just think that I mean, it just
Yeah,
changed. One
I
of my
agree.
favorite story notes ever was
I'll
the
be-
literal pathetic death of Liet Kynes. It's pathos. It didn't have to happen. It evokes so much pity and like, oh, it was so unnecessary. I mean, that's pathos, and that drives a lot of stories.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just bribed my kid with a donut to leave me alone.
So
Yes, terrible
are you more
father.
Here's a
No,
Dune,
here's a donut kid.
Dune
Oh, and when
question.
it's
you-
Girl Scout cookie season again, you got to put the link out.
Oh, I will. I definitely will. Thank you for bringing that up.
More disappointed with Max von Sydow, the amazing actor, getting kind of short shifted for Liet Kynes or what they did with the new one, because it's kind of a debate on different, like, which way are you more disappointed?
Okay, so who's that again?
Yeah.
Max von Sydow played Liet Kynes
84
in the,
Dune. Yeah,
in the
84
Dune.
Lynch.
Right, and then they had the
I
woman.
like this Duke.
I don't know. I'm confused. Who played the woman? Played the other one, right?
Correct. Sharon Duncan Brewster played Dr. Kynes.
How'd you guys feel about that?
I
Did
was-
it affect the character?
only the death scene, and because now since you've had a gender and race swap, you have to give this character a heroic death, which they did.
Okay.
And because in all the book version and the previous two televised and movie versions, Kynes has that tragic, pathetic, literal pathetic death.
Well, there's also the part where he's giving himself up to the war, like he's going full native, right? He's giving himself to Shai Hulud in the desert.
Yeah, he's
as his death.
well,
Yeah.
Doesn't she do that, Elaine?
I think no. I think, well, in my opinion, I thought they just did that because of the time to kind of streamline it. I think originally the Baron didn't want to be seen getting rid of an imperial servant, so he didn't want to get his hands dirty. So he just let Arrakis finish Liet off. So just sent him out in the desert, no still suit, nothing. And it's a really cool scene, and I wish it could have been in there, but with the time, I don't know if it could have worked. I start to think, could this have just been better as 3 movies? The Hobbit got 3 movies, but I think
the answer is always yes. Yes.
If there was ever one book that needed 3 movies, I think this was the one, and it worked better as a miniseries as well. So yeah, he's just out in the desert, and he's starting to hallucinate, and then he starts talking to his dad.
Yeah. And it's just
Pardo.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then the planet takes him in a spice blow.
That's awesome.
Where now you have a race and gender swap.
The planet kills him, I think is how they worded it. It was really cool.
What is a Harkonnen? A Harkonnen's a slaver. You cannot have a woman of color or a person of color be killed by a slaver. So that's why the Sardaukar. So I knew that the agent of the death would change is along with the nature.
Let me put it this way. So it does affect it a little bit, but not like having a black Valerian in House of the Dragon and not even talking about it. Like that really bothered me because they are elf-like white with silver hair and purple eyes. And okay, you introduce a black character, but you don't even explain why this happened or how it happened or whatever, like through marriage or something like that. And they talk about true blood.
I'll give you this much, man. I just read Fire and Blood. And so specifically when
I'm sorry that you had to do that.
No, I enjoyed it. Actually, I didn't.
It's very textbooky.
Dude, I didn't mind House of Dragon at all. I quite enjoyed it.
Oh, I did too. The show, I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong.
When they bring up a character who is of color, they specifically mention the darkness and the hue of their skin, especially that one young dragon rider who wasn't, right, one of the ones, no spoilers, please.
I'll keep it there.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
But the absence of that description is that, you know what I mean. So they're sailors. They could have gone to the Summer Isles. You know what I mean? Shit like that. That's what that's where my mind goes. So
yeah, same here. There's so many stories they could have done with African American, or even if you wanted to make somebody in the Reach, their family all black, I'd be fine with that. It's just it's like the North and the Valerians. There's a reason why the North is white, because people from upper parts of Europe, mostly after millennia, became white because of the need to soak in sunlight. And the Valerians are a special species of humans that are like a step above. And I'm not saying black people can't be. I'm saying they were never described that way, and there's a reason why. Elaine, did you have something you were going to say? Something racist?
I just did want to point out that it was John Spate's idea to gender swap.
Okay.
He was one of the writers.
Yeah, he was one of the other screenwriters. It was Eric Roth, Denis Villeneuve, and John Spates. And I remember an article where he said, well, we wanted to modernize the messenger or something because it was a modern message through this character. But it's funny because I don't even really think that came across at all, or very minimally when talking about the ecological themes and possibly because that scene wasn't in there. They talk a little bit about the ecological testing station, right before. Again, that whole part is very rushed, I thought. Well, I don't know. It's okay. But as far as the message that they said we needed to modernize, I don't get what you were saying as far as the reasoning. I think that was very hollow reasoning and just Hollywood rhetoric, you know.
Mhm.
Um,
But
yeah.
I
Otherwise, I thought her performance was fine. I thought
yeah.
it was okay. I would have liked the banquet scene, I think, again,
Mm.
because we would have seen more Liette and how
Mhm.
the Atreides are adapting to
Mhm.
Arrakis, how things work. And that would have been cool to see the interchange between Liette and Jessica about, you know, the prophecies of the Mahdi, the Lisan al Gaib, and that could have been teased some more. But it was okay. Probably not my favorite. Liette, probably the Dune miniseries, I think, did the best.
Mhm.
Possibly the best depiction of that. They had more time to do so as well. But
Right.
The
And
interesting thing is,
go ahead,
Liette
Jake.
was supposed to be the original main character when Herbert first started kind of drafting Dune.
Mhm.
And basically, he was like, I can't make the planetary ecologist the main character because it'll be too boring. So, but in his heart, like you can see, like thematically, Liette Kynes and the ecology and the terraforming and all that is like
yeah,
really the through line of the main Dune
I think that was his
books.
inspiration too for
Yeah, so
yeah,
it kind of bothered me in terms
makes
of
sense.
the main thing when you change the way she, in this case, she dies.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
it's very important for the theme of Dune that Liette is kind of given to the planet, dies on the like, and is giving himself to Shahulud in the effort
Mhm.
to push forward the grand design. Because Liette Kynes was the bridge where he had bought into the Fremen culture, but still was moving them towards like the goal. Like the reason they have water reserves, the reason they're building, terraform stations. It's Kynes. Like Kynes is the John the Baptist to Paul's Jesus in
Right.
terms of the storytelling, and you kind of short shift that when you change things around.
Like Liette has a
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
And they put his like the satellites, the weather satellites. Arrangements with the spice smugglers and
And
the
the
Emperor,
Spacing Guild,
the
and
Spacing Guild.
they're
This is
giving
a
them
whole arrangement. Like
I
to
gotta read
it's
it.
great. It's so
I
vast.
gotta read
Scott.
the
You gotta-
books. It
you
just
gotta
sounds so
You
much
love it.
fun. And I think a lot of it, Martin stole some ideas from Herbert
yeah.
and stole ideas from like
Lucas and just
who's the guy who has Cthulhu and
Lovecraft.
yeah,
Oh,
Lovecraft.
yeah.
Lovecraft.
Mm-hmm.
Lovecraft stuff. And I just want to say something really quick. On my channel, you can watch whatever crappy show you want to watch. You will be judged jokingly. Like we'll debate about those things, but I'll never hold it again because I watched the Vampire Diaries. Like I don't care what you watch. Yeah, I did. So what?
Did you like it?
Not as much as I like the originals.
Okay.
I love vampires, except for
too.
sparkly ones. That really pissed me off.
Yeah.
But the last movie wasn't bad until I found out the whole thing. Spoilers for the last movie of whatever that what's that? Breaking whatever Dawn. It was all in their freaking head. That was terrible. But I don't have an issue with
I never
what
watched them.
anybody. Oh, they're not good.
Well, I've
You
seen
mean
the
the
first
Dallas
two. I
ending
think.
didn't do it for you? It
Yeah,
was all just a dream.
It was all just a
It's
dream.
okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
The Bob
Patrick
Newhart.
Duffy's in the shower.
Yeah, exactly. Gilkman, I love you. You watch what you want to watch because Gilkman watches some stuff I will never agree with him that it's good. Like I love House of the Dragon. I separate the book from the show. He likes it too, but Time Prophet doesn't. That's okay. Argue all you want about it in here. Just know it's love. It's all love. No one's holding anything against anybody for what they like to watch. And if you are being a dick in my chat about somebody else's preference, like really being a dick, I will put you on a timeout. I said
Thank you.
I said it.
Put you
And I'm
in
not
a-
that type of person usually, but I'm sick of that shit. Like people are allowed to. Our whole fandom is about we want something a certain way and don't judge us for that, and then we judge other people for that. Like that's not going to happen.
Right.
On the channel. It's not
great.
going to happen.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no-
go ahead, Eric, and then we're going to move on.
Well, I was going to say Villeneuve did a great job. Well, the Jameis fight, that was insanely awesome. That was so good. But this whole thing of show don't tell, which is an amazing, that's all what movies are, adaptation, individualization, especially Oscar Isaac, which I think that put him over for me in my head. I loved Ex Machina
yeah.
a lot, but
He was the
Oh
best
yeah, Ex
writer for
Machina
me.
was good.
But Dune, his Leto the First was amazing because he was smoldering. He was all presence, charisma, and then you have to kind of. I like it that we're the big vested fans and we know what to look for, so the new fans can pick up on it, like all the things about Leto's father, the great Duke, and the bull, and the
See, that just
bullfight.
seems. Oh, the bullfight and all that stuff.
And so you see the bull everywhere in Act 1, especially around. What's Leto looking at when he dies? He looks up
Yep.
and he's looking right at the bull's head.
That was a good scene, dude.
You know, just like there's so much just to the bull and to Leto. That's all show don't
Yeah.
tell. That's movie making. That's it, and it gives me the feels and it gives me goosebumps.
Yeah. I think for me personally, I think it was a very good movie. I for a normie of Dune, even though I feel a little bit more like I know more because I watch Elaine's videos, and that's not a joke.
Me
Like
too.
She's taught me so much about Dune. I feel like going into the second movie, I'm really excited to see where they take it. And I just hope they don't drop the ball on it. But there's other things we can look at too. I found an article about the 37 fantasy and sci-fi shows to look
I
forward
actually have to. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I actually have to dip out. I'm sorry. I
You
got work
bounced,
to
my
do.
girl. Hey, I'm just happy you were here. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I just
Nice
wanted to say
meeting
hi
you.
to you and chill. And
Yeah, you did chill. Thank you so
Aw.
much. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this.
Hey.
All right. Tell them where they can find you.
yeah, you can find me on YouTube. Talk sci-fi and fantasy news and lore, and you can follow me on Twitter if you'd like at Nerd Cookies. And yeah, I just started a new Patreon, so that's
Ooh,
exciting.
awesome.
Where
Awesome.
people can have access to exclusive perks, and yeah, if you want to check that out.
Awesome. Thank
And
you
that's
so much.
it.
I've missed talking to you. So this has been seriously, I am so happy my kids had high fevers today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
It's good. We'll have to get together more often. I love your channel, and you are one of the best
Thank
people
you.
I've met on YouTube. Eric, he's amazing too. You guys should be doing Dune stuff. Like all three of you are awesome. So thank you, Elaine. Stay in
Hello.
touch, and we'll talk soon.
Challenge accepted.
Look at what this guy dragged in. He's a-
Oh my goodness.
It froze for me for a sec.
Well, take care. We love you.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Eileen.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Grant.
Oh my goodness. Here he
Grant?
is.
Oh,
The man.
I'm only here to see the nerdy one, and she's gone.
She's gone. Hold on. Wait a minute. You like what you see here?
From the waist down.
Yeah, you like it, baby. Look, I even have boobies. So how is everybody? What's up, dude?
Yeah, I was going to ask that. I noticed that you're awake and on stream.
Yeah, my kids were. I'm always awake at this time. I mean, it's like 10, almost 11 o'clock. My kids freaking had fevers that were out of control. I mean, like to the point where I was actually scared yesterday afternoon that I was going to have to take one of them to the hospital. And
What,
then
you had to pick which one?
yeah, only one could survive. That's how we roll in my house. But she, like, dude, those ones that you put like on their heads, even the digital ones under their tongue, they always are so wrong. Like the one on her head said 107.4. I was like, ugh! I was getting an ice. I was about to get an ice bath ready, and then I took it with the digital. It was like 104, which is still high, but you don't have to go ice bath at that point.
Are you sure you didn't use the radio?
Yeah, I might have.
I was getting AAF on the kid's forehead.
Yeah, for some reason I was listening to some weird R&B, but
The morning drive-in,
yeah,
the weather, and the traffic.
that was awesome having our girl on for a little bit. What's up, Sean?
Yes.
What's up, Bill? Thank you guys for being here. We have 23 people watching for a random stream. That's very nice of you guys. YouTube has very much so stifled me, so make sure you guys subscribe over on Rumble. Because shit, Rumble has definitely done good for me compared to what they have done over at YouTube. YouTube is really dicking me around. Jerks.
Yeah.
Fucking jerks.
You must be on a list
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Stop the Asian hate.
Dude, I could show you my analytics. We were talking about the other night. It goes like this. And then I had channel strikes. And the minute they dropped the channel strikes for my channel, I went down to from 11,000 views average to like under 1,000 maybe, which is, I'm not complaining, but I'm complaining.
You went from 2,500 plus, a day sort of thing to less than 6.
Yeah. Less than 6. Yeah.
Less than 6.
Six
Wasn't
people.
5.
Yeah.
It was less.
Yeah, it sucks. But what are you going to do? But yeah, we got this article to look at real quick, guys.
Yes.
This is, 37 fantasy and sci-fi shows to look forward to in 2023.
Give me back my hobby. Get
Well,
the
don't-
fuck out of here, noobs.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. The Last of Us is one of the first ones. Anybody looking forward to that?
I don't have any skin in that game, so I'm
Yeah.
more interested in everyone else's satisfaction. I really hope that the show can sustain its episode 1 good vibes, because it appears that most people are pleased with it.
Yeah.
I'm a purist when it comes to the game, and I thought it was a good episode.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, wait a minute. Is it out?
yeah, I watched
Came
it.
out
Yeah,
Sunday. I think,
Oh, I'm
was
going to watch it
premiered.
today then. Because I don't know the game, like you said, Eric, very well. There was like a family race swap, but it's not the main characters. Like, I think they're.
no,
I think they're,
dude. There's every race swap.
oh, there
All
is.
of them.
Possible.
Every single one of them. Yeah.
Coming next on Race Swap, the
Why?
show.
I just don't get. I don't understand the idea. Like, why
Race.
can't you just create your own idea and stop using somebody else's IP to sell your show that you can't? It's like you can't even like let it live on your own. Like, remember when people used to create new ideas and give it new names? Like, when was the last time we had something like that? The Expanse? Like, seriously, when was the last time I remember a show that I was like, holy crap, that like, and not there are some great shows out there. Don't get me wrong, but that has been like pumped out by the studios. Like, this is the next great thing that's original. Does anybody remember any? Because I'm shocked. I don't know.
Recently?
Yeah,
That was
recently,
actually
last couple of years.
I have a theory for that. It's about theories.
Okay.
Because we all know we all know Carrie Smith, if we're all tuned into our circle here. So she is
Love her.
she advised me to read a book called Cynical Theories. And it's
Okay.
about postmodernism, and it's about how academic critical theory has crept into everything.
That's
And
what's his
James Lindsay.
James Lindsay's book. right?
yeah, and Plumrose, I believe. It's a really good book. I read it twice. It's kind of boring. It's like Beetlejuice. This reads like stereo instructions. It does, but it's really enlightening. Why change pre-existing characters when you could be making new IPs or using the previous, characters you have? It's simple, actually. Post-modern theorists. This is academic thought. These people come from academia. They're not fans of the material. They're fans of crafting narratives, changing culture, and adjusting. And so changing culture from the inside out, as we like to say.
So the CCP.
In a way, but it's more of like academic culture, like college culture.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But that's where they started. Like, people that the conspiracy theorists of the last 5 years are the reality people. I call
Kind
it.
I mean,
For
it's
the
on
most part.
friggin' video when what's his name, that communist defector was like, "Here's how we're gonna do it,"
It's gonna do it.
Absolutely.
and they
Yes.
exactly followed
Dude.
that plan.
But
How
so it's-
chilling is that to
I
watch?
mean, little
So
Chad,
it's
that was
kinda like-
that was in the 70s, and he's been right on
I-
literally everything since then. So
But yeah, so you take your queer theorist, or your intersectional feminist theorist, or your colonial theorist, or your race theorist.
Yeah.
They will use the same tactics. They're going to enter a pre-existing space and demand changes and satisfaction. And it's to disrupt that pre-existing space.
I mean, I can confirm that. I was in college right around 99 through the beginning of the O's.
we called it PC back then.
Yeah,
Now we call it
and-
woke.
No, it was already all right. So I was in the education department at my college, getting trained to be a teacher. So I was ground
Okay.
level there, and I had one of the required classes of the education department was called the caring classroom,
What?
and the textbook materials had all the critical stuff in there at the time
Already.
And what they get wrong when people try to like say, oh, they're teaching CRT in schools. There's yes and no with that, but the main thing that they do is they indoctrinate the teachers
Yes.
Right.
to basically, because what they call it is practicum thinking. You have to practically
Wait.
apply
Sorry,
these
that was-
concepts into your classroom.
it was called the Karen something.
Caring classroom.
The Karen. Yes.
the Karen classroom.
Yeah,
The
yes.
Karen classroom.
Everyone gets a
Is he-
trophy.
Is he saying something different?
Caring.
Oh.
It's like Vietnamese. Billy Barclay says plain. I have not
Yeah.
seen or heard anything about this.
Yeah, it's Gerald Butler.
Gerard,
played
thank you.
That came out
played,
last week.
Luke Cage. He's the bald black man who's the tough guy.
Okay. We'll have to check that out. Thank you, Bill. Let's see. What is the next show on my list here? We have The Legend of Vox Machina season 2. All right, so I saw a little bit of season 1, and it was funny. I don't know if anybody else watched it. It's a Netflix thing. It
If
was
they're
funny.
gonna
Yeah.
put this stuff on here, they sure as shit better have a lot of anime, because anime is where it's at for that kind of stuff. So
I love anime, dude. I've gotten so much into anime recently, and I love it.
Oh, cool.
Well, you were talking about where the original content is being made, and I would think
Yes.
manga and anime
Yes.
is, and just for ease of watching, anime gives you the most descriptive and accurate titles. They can be 14
my
paragraph
God.
long titles.
Yeah.
They just started a new show that I watched. I watched the first episode. It was like, I got fired from the Demon King's army in my 30s,
Yes.
and now I'm chilling.
Yes. Dude,
I was reincarnated as my wife's vibrator.
Yeah. There's so many like that though. Like one, I've been watching a great one on it's a stream. It's a platform called High Dive, and the show is here. I'll tell you a couple of them. They're just, I love the names. You're so right. So you got like, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Oh,
That's
I
such a
heard
good
about
one.
that.
one?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm on like season 3. I love it. Or Reincarnated as a Sword. What a great! If anybody wants to watch a new one, Reincarnated as a Sword and The Eminence in Shadow are two really. I like the
Eminence of
Isekai?
Shadow is good. Isekai, yeah. Me and
Isekai.
my co-host Slender argue about. I got him into Isekai, and he got
I
me
love
into
Isekai.
Slice's Life. So like,
Oh,
I
really?
love
I
Isekai.
I don't know about
but
Slice's Life.
oh no, you go watch like something like Zuki-chan Wants to Hang Out. and it's
Okay, I just saw
funny,
that one actually.
Or My Dress Up Darling.
That's another one.
It's completely wholesome, like aside from fan service. It's
Okay.
anime. There's gonna be jiggly physics.
I love jiggly physics.
If you want to get into really great names, the new Trigun Stampede, the very first episode's called Part 1. Brilliant name. I don't know where they come up with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I am a little confused. They have Mayfair Witches. I didn't know there's an interview with the Vampire World, Immortal Universe. Like there's a universe.
There's the
And Rice books.
Oh,
the
the
new
Mayfair
one.
Witches. Yeah, I read that book. It was oh god, it was terrible. I read all of those Anne Rice books as a
Yeah,
kid.
but okay, so they made an interview with the Vampire show. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and two
Yes.
spin-offs.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out because again,
No.
I love vampires.
No.
No,
I
they
have to.
changed a lot of stuff with. All right, so they cast the guy who played the lead Unsullied
Lestat is the
and-
black guy now.
Well, okay,
as no, wasn't he playing the Brad Pitt character? Lestat was Tom Cruise.
that was Tom Cruise.
Yeah, so the lead Unsullied guy is
Yeah,
Brad Pitt now, and he's supposed to be a New Orleans
yeah,
slave owner.
Slave owner, yeah.
I don't know. It was like we
Wait a
have
minute,
to
is
be
he
so
black?
PC.
Sold in the market down in New Orleans.
We have
Yeah,
to be
wait.
so PC. We have to get a mixed person at the minimum to be the slave owner.
Wait a minute, what? How do you make a Louisiana slave owner that was there pre the United States as as a even a mixed race gentleman or a black gentleman? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And he's still the same character.
Vampires. That's how.
He still, I think, was his
Louis.
name? Louis.
Yeah, Louis. Yeah, Louis.
Louis. Oh yeah, Louis. Yeah.
Because the girl would always go, Louis.
How creepy was Kirsten Dunst in that movie when she was
just
She
like,
was
creepy.
supposed to be though.
I
That's the
know.
whole point. That's what
Kristen
happens
Dunst,
when you make a vampire out of a child. It's like you had that in
being said,
Buffy.
She was the right age for me at the time, so I don't feel weird.
Yeah, huh?
Jesus Christ.
But you had Buffy with the anointed one, or Spike said the annoying one.
Yeah.
Let's see. You ever seen
I
Near
love
Dark?
Buffy. No.
Near Dark. It's a 1987 Catherine Bigelow vampire movie.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
fucking-
With Lance Hendrickson,
No, don't.
Bill Paxton, and the chick who played Vasquez, and it's
Okay.
decent. Yeah.
No,
I'll have to
you
check it
can't-
out.
Dude, you can't use that one because she plays someone who's not white in it, so that's racist.
Oh my goodness! But they had a kid vampire, like, and that was part. Yeah, and Lost Boys. Remember Laddie?
I love Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, are they remaking that?
Yeah,
That's,
Laddie.
go-
the
that's
kid.
gonna get clipped, Scott.
What? What did I say?
You love Lost Boys.
Ah, that's gonna get clipped too.
No, I said you.
Oh, you shit! I was hoping you said I love Lost Boys. That's what I love. Yeah, dude. Your I thought your name for the longest time was your bunny. It's your Barmy. Barmy. Barmy?
Yeah, like the Barmy Army.
Ah, I love that name, dude. Yeah, in Eminence is Shadow. Like I usually am strictly dubbed guy. I strictly usually just watch dub because I can't stand reading. Because it goes sometimes too fast for me and I have to back it up. And High Dive doesn't have like a 10 seconds back thing. I had to keep going with it because that's how good it is. Like I really enjoy that one.
Crunchyroll.
I have Crunchyroll. I just canceled a couple months back when Crunchyroll and Funimation got together, but there's still a lot of stuff on Funimation that isn't on
weird?
Crunchyroll.
It's been like a year since they've been supposed to merge these things, and they still have because Funimation was where a lot of the dubbed content lived.
Yes.
So they've moved a lot of the subbed episodes, but still kept some of the dubbed stuff over there.
Well, Funimation paid for their own dubbing. That was the point.
Brahma, I'm sorry to jump in. Brahma, you want to jump on, dude?
Yeah, but Grant, like Crunchyroll owns Funimation now, or vice versa, or Funimation bought Crunchyroll, whichever.
Oh, I thought whatever.
Whichever way, Sony owns them both now.
Yeah,
and they're merging it into one service. There must be some kind of contracts rights issues that are keeping them from doing it as quickly. Either that, or just lazy and don't want to spend the money to change servers or something.
Yeah. So. Yeah, dude, it pisses me off though. But I just found High Dive, and they have a lot of good stuff that I've never watched before. So I think I personally have. My wife's like, "You're watching a lot of cartoons lately." I'm like, "It's anime," and I just have to say it's
anime. I'm gonna sit you down, woman, and make you watch Grave of the Fireflies, and you're gonna cry.
Yeah, oh, dude, there's one on Netflix that is Somebody Lives Alone. It's like about a little boy that has his own apartment in this apartment complex. Man, that gets me in the feels. That is such a good show. I can't remember somebody.
I can't believe kids can form their own house in Japan. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what?
Great economy.
Great economy.
I don't know. For some reason, in anime, there's always 16 and 17-year-olds living by themselves in houses.
Dude, does that happen in Japan? I've been wondering. Does that happen in Japan?
Like, I mean, when I lived there, it wasn't. But
that sounded so creepy, Scott.
We're gonna. Grant, write that one down. We have to ask Ian Harris that, please.
So,
Grant, how old are the kids living?
I hate you guys. While I go check on my daughters, Picard season 3, Strange New World season 2, Discovery season 5, Lower Deck season 4, and Prodigy season 2. Are any of you guys looking forward to Star Trek? I'll be back.
No.
I'll be honest, I watched some of Lower Decks, and I actually started finding that one pretty entertaining.
Cool. That's what it's there for, to be enjoyed. I don't want to fucking
but that's because Lower Decks is actually a genuine love letter to original Star Trek that came out. Like,
don't.
I'm going to say it. No, I'm going to tell you, because if you're a big fan of like Next Generation, they're constantly making deep cuts for their jokes. It's funny.
They're making fun at things that have happened in it. There's a big difference.
I mean, that's what I thought at first, but I watched the whole thing now, and I think that that's by people who actually enjoyed Next Generation and like. I mean, I still think the Orville is probably the best current Star Trek show, even though it's not. But it's I would say Lower Decks is actually entertaining and doesn't make me want to rip my hair out like the other content they make.
But you're already bald.
I sure am. Dude. But I've got a few strands left that could go.
I am a huge original fan. This is my my Eagle Moss of DS9.
Yeah, I've got an Eagle Moss Defiant myself.
I got the ISS Defiant. It's a special edition Mirror Universe Defiant.
Well, I went with the little one from Deep Space Nine because
I got a whole fleet, man.
It's a shame they went bankrupt after Discovery killed them.
Yes,
you can go and get my Jem'Hadar ships then.
Cool, and remember, don't forget to invite the Breen. I mean,
I don't have any
I've never heard of the
ships.
fucking Breen in my life, and then they spring this on you, like in the last 3 episodes of DS9. Who the fuck are the Breen? I've never heard of them.
And they've got apparently the most badass.
And I was just
weapons.
saying, I was over at Loki's and we were talking about a little bit about Trek, and it just occurred to me, why wasn't the last Star Trek TNG movie about the Borg versus something that unites the Alpha Quadrant, where you Cardassians, Bajorans, and Klingon and Romulan fight, and Starfleet fight side by side, and finally unite the entire Alpha Quadrant into
like
one
against the
federation.
I mean,
founders
they
or
kind
something.
of did that with the Dominion War a little bit, which was, I mean,
A
they.
little bit, yeah.
But, I mean, everybody. I mean, Pale Moonlight is the best Star Trek episode ever made.
Mhm.
So
Duality.
Oh, the one
I
with
don't-
the half black, half white ones, and they're just like different sides.
I like the
No.
Omega Glory
Oh, that was a
myself
good
because of Id Plebnista, because that Id Plebnista actually is like my battle cry when it comes to new Trek, and to why I won't bend a knee, why I won't watch it, and why, like, you know what, someone like me should not be blocked on Twitter by Star Trek at Paramount Plus. I've been blocked by them since the CBS All Access days because
What?
I said that Picard season 1 was torture porn, and I stand by that.
Yeah.
It was like that Icheb moment and spacing all those Borgs, and you could put
Killing him.
Yeah, huh?
He's no longer. I'm sorry. I'm a spoiler for freaking Picard. He is no longer a freaking human being. He has lost his soul. He is no longer Picard.
You got to understand, there is no more living captains in any of them.
Wow, I never
Archer's
thought about
dead.
that.
We've seen Kirk die. Janeway's a fucking hologram on a ship so far in the future.
Is anyone
Picard
watching
literally
Prodigy?
just died.
Did you guys watch Prodigy at all?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
No.
What is Prodigy?
Okay. It's the
I'm a fire starter.
You smelly fire starter.
Yeah,
Yay,
no. What
yay.
is Prodigy about? The kids learning to be something?
They got like an Equinox class ship or something, and they got a hologram of Janeway, and it's like no humans, and it's just like 5 alien kids, and it's like, there you go, you're the crew,
Yeah.
I guess.
I got into Star Trek a little late. I've been watching on and off Next Generation. I enjoy that, but what I've seen them done to Picard, and then how they treat the lore and Discovery, I can't watch it, and we're gonna move on from that because it's garbage. Sorry, and if you like it, that's fine. That's fine.
Well,
Also, I meant
exactly.
to say Duet, not Duality. Duality was a terrible episode. Duet was the best DS9 episode that's ever been.
What's Duet?
Duet. That's a mirror episode.
Nope. Duet was the one where there is the Cardassian who pretends to be essentially the Himmler.
A Kardashian?
Yeah.
Wow.
He
Not one of the famous ones.
Yeah. He accepts responsibility for these war crimes that he didn't commit.
Wow. That's kind of
I remember.
And it's the one that paints Kira in a bad light the first time.
That's kind of deep.
Yeah, because it had that ambiguity. It wasn't about any specific politics, but it was about the human condition of our politics. And one wonderful, actually, my favorite DS9 was the one where they're trapped on the planet by the Jem'Hadar, and Rom loses his leg, and because Quark says the harshest, like with his wisdom, the sci-fi wisdom, like, listen here, you want to see these humans, like, take away their comforts, and then you'll really see who they are. And I just that stuck with me. That was a great line.
Wow, that is kind of deep.
How much
Okay.
worse would Deep Space Nine have been if Ro Laren had actually been spun off into the main character? I feel like they lucked out by not having her be the main person there.
Yeah. I mean,
See,
O'Brien was
Yeah,
great.
He's dead now too.
I just gotta say this, like Billy Barclay, I'm glad you like it. Like, I'm
Cool.
glad when people like things. I really am. Even if I disagree with them, I will judge you personally on your taste sometimes, but it won't make me not like you as a person. You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, oh, that sucks. Because again, My tastes are horrible. I'm like, my wife once said to me, she goes, "Are you part 16-year-old girl?" Don't clip that, please. Don't clip that. But she's like, some of the stuff you watch is so corny. And I'm like, yeah, well, I like it. I don't give a shit.
Especially his taste in women.
Yeah, exactly. I got to get rid of her.
Scott, should we talk about Smallville someday?
Oh, I love Smallville, dude.
We should do a Smallville show, shouldn't we?
Like a rewatch?
No, I'm still waiting for the rest of the OC bros.
Yeah, we have to do. I'm sorry. We really do have to do the OC Bros. Me and Matt have to finish that with you. We have to do it. The OC Bros. You know what? The OC Bros are coming back in 2023. We're going to just start from the beginning again because I don't even remember I think we finished off at episode 3.
4. I was
4.
the only one that watched it.
No, I won't be doing this tomorrow, my friend. Hopefully my kids will be back at school. I don't have a lot of time off either, so I wish I was. Because you're always welcome, my friend.
To be sure, Thomas, for me, Smallville really caught fire at season 4. So stick with it.
It took a little while. And there's some cheesy.
So after they got rid of the black friend. Wow, Eric.
How to go there.
Yeah.
Well,
You heard it here
was
first.
Pete's time to move on, just like in the book too.
Wow, and it was also Alison Mack's best season. You part of some sort of weird sex cult that I don't know about?
That sucks. I love you, Gilk. I wish we're going to get together again, buddy.
Yes.
Know what else I like? A nice sandwich. Get in the kitchen, woman. Sporks to wife. Yeah, I'm a pussy when it comes to my wife. She is awesome, and I would say please get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. I could do that. Please. She's awesome though, dude. You guys would love her. I hope you get to meet her up in Boston.
Yes.
We're gonna have anytime I meet up with these guys, I try to in a sly way make it a sporking meetup so I look famous, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm like, everybody's here to see me.
Give out free t-shirts.
I tried, dude. I freaking meant to do that in Florida, and they didn't come in time, and then I canceled it. You know what? I'm going to The Flash season 9.
I might, because I was a big fan up until season 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of dropped the ball on that show, and thank God I did, because I heard it got worse. And
let me guess, he has to fight another evil speedster. I mean, the Flash has the best rogues gallery this side of Batman, and they constantly just have him fighting evil speedsters.
Yeah, why is that?
He only fought one speedster since then.
Godspeed.
I mean, he fought Godspeed.
Yeah.
He fought the Reverse Flash. He fought
but the Reverse Flash has been a bad guy from.
Then there's Black Flash.
Flash. There's the Death
they're
Racer.
They're bringing the Still Force into the comic book.
The Still Force started in the comic book.
It did? I thought the Still Force started in the show.
What the hell is the Still Force?
Exactly. No. So was Still Force Rebirthy?
That was all part of Rebirth. And it was actually pretty decent how they did it. There wasn't this whole birthing people at the end of it. Shit.
All these amazing people popping in. How are you guys doing? Kip is live. I love Kip. What's up, man?
I haven't seen Kip in forever.
Probably.
You know Kip, don't you, Grant?
Yeah, I used to do a show with Kip.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, so Flash is kind of up there. It's
done though? That's its series finale.
Yeah.
So whatever, they've already had Crisis. So where do you go from there? They've done Flashpoint. They've done Crisis on Infinite Earths. How do you wrap it up?
He dies.
They're doing Dark Crisis.
Dark Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
You're knowledgeable. You're a fan of the show,
Grant?
It's DC. So
it's DC, so you're tuned in.
Wow, sorry, Grant. Jeez. Anybody watch Carnival Row? Because I liked it.
I forgive you for now.
I liked Carnival Row. So I'm wondering if anybody else.
When did that come out? Like 2-3 years ago? Before it was pre-pandemic, right? When they did that first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I just don't get, where does this fit into the multiverse of madness?
I don't know. Wasn't she a DC person though?
She was in the first Suicide Squad movie. She
was Enchantress.
I know things, Grant.
She was really hot.
She's also like crazy in real life. Like she's
she's a nutbag.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made it with Amber Heard in the elevator, and then stole her pot plant and then threw it out the window.
Her superhero name should be Bat Guano.
Yeah, right. Back wow. She also had a unibrow, but I see that's gone. I did enjoy this. I thought it was a pretty decent show. I'd like to see. I'm glad they got a season 2 because I thought they were done because it was 2019.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that was pandemic. So I wonder. I'm gonna watch it. So I'll definitely be doing a review on that. We also have Vikings Valhalla season 2. I heard a lot of people dislike this.
Ooh.
Okay, let me just say this. When you have, and I think, was it Grant that you told me that? Someone told me this. When you have one of your chieftains and like is a black female Viking, something went wrong.
Well, I mean, they had to get rid of Ragnar.
Yeah.
He was the lead, and he was Australian, so we just can't have that.
Yeah. But how do you have a Viking black female warrior
Oh,
chieftain?
no, she had dreads. It's okay.
Oh, okay. All right, we're good then. Yeah, I don't know a lot of people looking forward to that. Shadow and Bones. I remember watching Shadow and Bones season 1, but I don't remember it. So
I thought they got axed.
I did too, dude. There's stuff coming out this year that I was like, wait a minute. All this stuff was pre-pandemic. Like, you know what they axed that I'm sorry I liked. And again, here comes my 16-year-old girl in me. Oh shit. Warrior Nun. Netflix Warrior
Dude,
Nun.
I
Liked
knew
it.
you were going to say that.
You knew it,
The
didn't you?
whizzing. I was literally just about to fucking say that. I was like, I bet it's fucking Warrior Nun.
I liked it. And I liked the main girl. She's Captain America's girlfriend. She's pretty awesome. I remember watching this, but I don't. That's what bothers me. Did I like it? Did I not like it? I don't remember. Does anybody else remember this? I'm going to have to go back through it. It was interesting, I think, but maybe not. I don't know. Damn it. Baby Yoda, everybody. I haven't seen this trailer. Is there a trailer out? A new one? Someone said?
I heard there's a new trailer. Yeah.
Let's watch it.
Okay.
We're going to watch it.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll give you my... Dude, I'm a fucking huge Star Wars fan. I will give you my unbridled...
Are you looking forward to Ahsoka?
No. I don't D+. I haven't seen any of it. I seen the 8-minute of lightsaber fight of Kenobi, and that's it.
Yeah. What
liked
about... Does anybody even know what Skeleton Crew is?
Skeleton Crew is it's a new show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not the Leslie Headland one. It is
It is the Leslie Headland one.
It is?
It is?
It is, yeah.
Really? I thought that was the Accolade.
No, yeah, Leslie Headland's Acolyte.
She's definitely Acolyte. She's definitely doing that. This is created by John Watts and Christopher Ford.
Jude Law's in it.
Really?
Yes.
Let's take a look at what this is all about.
Indeed. Behold.
Let me switch over because I know there's probably like a bunch of more pages, but I'm going to have to end it a little sooner than I wanted to because I do have... I'm my dad. Skeleton Crew is an upcoming American television series created by blah, 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 blah. It's part of the Star Wars franchise, taking place in the same time frame as The Mandalorian and is an interconnected spin-off after the events of Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I hope it's about a girl.
You know it has to be about a girl. Come on. But you got Jude Law, which I like him. He's definitely moved up in my world as...
Did I just see John Watts' name up there?
Yeah, John Watts. And he did the Spider-Mans. I like that dude. I don't know the other guy very well, but Favreau is executive producer.
Which means he's doing nothing.
The new series was reported to be set during the High Republic era with a formal announcement planned. In mid-May, Christopher Ford was revealed to have created the series with Watts. Pair executive, blah, blah, blah. The series was also revealed to be set in the Return of the Jedi era.
Okay, it can't be part of the High Republic and the Return of the Jedi era.
Right.
They're thousands of years apart.
Well, exactly. So what they're saying is they were planning to be High Republic, but they moved it to the Return of the Jedi. Oh, great. It's a coming-of-age adventure film.
Let me guess, Ahsoka's in it?
Is it set on Endor, and do they have to fight giants?
There's going to be sand.
I mean, nobody remembers my references to those bad Ewok movies from the 80s.
Oh, dude, those were terrible.
I kind of memory hold them,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and they're not quite G canon. not as much as like the radio plays, which that's where I put my
I
attention as a
mean,
child.
they got Wilford Brimley in it before he had diabetes.
Diabetes. Dude, they say this is going to be like a
Never
Goonie-esque Star Wars.
That's what we need.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
A search for magic trinkets, maybe like a Sith knife that will.
And we still won't see the giant octopus.
A Sith knife that's thousands of years old, but yet lines up with a crash that just happened recently. And if she wasn't standing in that exact
in the middle
point,
of the ocean with shifting waters and landscaping, it's perfect.
And if she was 10 feet the other direction, it wouldn't have lined up.
Can you imagine if she held the knife the wrong way around?
On top of all of that, Ben Solo finds a functional Empire era TIE fighter that he makes hyperdrive compatible and airtight and flies to Exegol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all that time. He doesn't just call and says, "Hey, it's Kylo, I need a ride." No.
I mean, it's like they don't even read the EU. Everyone knows TIE fighters didn't have hyperdrives. These douches never spent their youth reading Star Wars stuff. Like, I bet they don't even know the crew complement of the Death Star, these noobs.
Or oxygen. I mean, they weren't airtight. You had to have a suit on in those things.
You know,
I mean,
no shields, no hyperdrives, no life support. It's. I love flying a TIE fighter in those games.
I mean, it's not like he pulled out a TIE Advanced or a TIE Defender where it actually
dude,
had. That would have been canon, and that would have solved it. He found a TIE Defender.
You're missing the biggest point. If they were able to do that, then every TIE fighter can do the Holdo maneuver. There's millions of TIE fighters.
Millions.
One of them's bound to get it right.
Great. I never thought of that. Every Y-wing could do a fucking Bond's like a suicide run, a kamikaze. Think about it. It'd be like the end of Gundam 00.
Dude, all World War II with Japanese.
Oh, man, that's great. Never even thought of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. If Gilkuman wants to jump on, someone send him the link. Because I'm trying to find this. What was it again? The name of the show? Oh yeah, Mandalorian.
Mando. Let's see.
What does it say about the Mandalorian that we all went blank on which show it was, and it's the Mandalorian? You know, like, oh, aren't you excited for season 2?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I am so not excited. 1 day ago. Okay, trailer. Let's see what this is all about. Grace. We'll leave Grace out of it. Because I am no longer monetized, so it doesn't matter. I'll just have to delete this. Mute it out. So anybody watching this before I actually hit play, this might be muted out later on. So just jump ahead to after the trailer. All right. Here we go. That is weirdly too large. There we go.
Our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy.
Yes, because they were defeated by stormtroopers.
Wait a minute, say that again.
I said because they were defeated by stormtroopers in season 2.
Yeah, they were.
The guys that have impenetrable armor were defeated by guys who can't hit people.
Yeah, well, that's a miss thing right there. They are precise. Obi-Wan Kenobi told us that. But I think what he's really talking about is when the Sith defeated them. Didn't the Sith defeat them?
Yes, 1,000 years before this happened, so it has no relevance.
1,000 years. Crazy. No, he's talking about the Emperor. All right, let's go.
What are we? What do we stand for?
I gotta say, some of the armor looks cool. Okay, I'll say that.
Highly unfunctional, but yep.
Yeah. We need unfunctional though.
Being a Mandalorian's not just learning about how to fight.
I don't get this ship.
You also have
What's that now?
I don't understand this ship. How is he supposed to be able to bounty hunt in that? It barely fits him and Grogu.
This is the new ship, right? Because he had a ship that had like a freezing, he would freeze people, but this is like a much smaller ship.
Yeah.
Maybe he just kills them and takes their heads.
No, but we've seen that he doesn't.
Yeah, he's.
Remember in season 2.5?
Sorry, hold on 1 second. Yeah, go.
I said, remember in season 2.5, aka Boba Fett? It shows that he doesn't. He still captures people.
Right, that's true. That is true. What a loser.
That way, you'll never be lost.
All right, wait a minute. Let's go back and just see that landing because I want to see how big it is. All right there. So, yeah, dude, there's nothing. This is like a sports car. This is like a Porsche. That's weird.
Hey,
Nubian.
All right.
Nubian.
Wait, was that?
Nubian.
I don't know if it was him or the species.
Yeah.
Probably me.
Don't forget,
stupid.
Carl Weathers said this is a multiverse. Is that Dagobah? Are they going to Dagobah?
I don't know.
I mean, the only planet I know that, like, when you're coming in like that is either Dagobah or that clone planet.
Camino?
Yeah, Camino.
So, do you think it's out of the realm of possibility that they're going to introduce like the World Beyond Worlds and the Veil of the Force, and this is in fact this is in fact Baby Yoda,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gets transported back in time to save
be
the Old
Yoda?
Republic. Yeah.
What's up, Gilkman? You're here. You can talk.
Here we go.
Are you in space?
Are you breathing heavy? Baxter, is that you? Bark twice if you're in Cleveland.
All right, he'll talk when he's ready. All right, let's play on.
Best I could do was to send him a link on the text.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
he
it
does-
sounds like he's on a phone, anyways, though.
Yeah, pretty
So, Gilk, Gilkman.
Major Tom.
Ground spork to Major Gilk.
I'm going to Mandalore so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
Oh, I
Did he just
forgot
say
about
yep?
that. No.
Yeah, but he's got the Darksaber, so it's like they would need to bend a knee to him regardless, right?
I
He shows
to-
up.
I totally forgot he has to go because he took his helmet off to a family member. That's right.
He has the dark saber.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do shit.
He is
Exactly.
the Mandalore. You know what I mean? Like,
So yeah, the armorer who's like the cult leader has told him that even with the Darksaber, he's still got to do this stuff or he's not truly Mandalorian. Because you can have the Darksaber and screw things up like what's her name? Like Katie Sackhoff's character.
yeah.
If you're not appropriately Mandalore with the Darksaber, things are going to go wrong.
She screwed up by losing it.
Yeah.
I thought
You
it was
can't-
because she was
Probably
given the
screwed up by not-
Darksaber instead of not fighting. For
Right,
it.
and that's why
Right.
she lost it. Isn't that why that happened?
She lost it to Maul, right? Maul had it last.
Yes. What's up, Gilk? You're muted. There you are. What's up,
I
buddy?
still can't hear you guys, so
Oh.
I'm just gonna bounce off. Thank you.
All right, we love
Bye,
you, buddy.
buddy.
We love
See
you.
Bye.
See you next week for lunch.
Much love to all of you. Keep being awesome, and thanks.
Love you, buddy. I love the Gilk man, dude. He's one of my favorites.
I do
One of my
too.
favorites.
I'm blessed to we share company about every 6 weeks or so on average.
That's
we
awesome.
we have mini meetups. We have the miniest meetups, just me and Gilkey.
That's
and
awesome,
we
dude.
have lunch. And last time I took him to my local comic book shop where I think he fell in love.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. I thought you were going to say, and then last time we had breakfast. I'm like, ooh.
Ooh. Well, we hope burns eternal, right? No.
All right, let's
He's
finish
cute,
this
but he's
bad
not
boy.
my type.
Yeah, sexy bastard.
Great smile.
I'm going to Mandalore
That freaking thing didn't grow.
so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
It's literally in his name. Nick
What's his name again?
Grogu.
Yeah, I call him.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Baby
soup.
Yoda. Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Baby
Do-do-do-do-do.
Yoda. Baby Yoda.
May the force be with you!
Oh, fuck off, retard.
Did they really just do that? They really just did that. God damn it. He doesn't like the Force. He's a Mandalorian.
Non Ridley. Played by Amy Sedaris.
I love her. I do love her.
Ah, see, I thought that was a female version of Tig Notaro.
Right? Because let's not forget, he chose to be a Mandalorian and not a Jedi. And now you're throwing it in his face that let the Force be with you. That's messed up, lady.
Dude.
And didn't we learn that if he doesn't learn his power, he could be like very dangerous? Like, I don't know. All right, let's go on.
This is the way.
There's something dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
I do like that guy, that character, though.
Mm-hmm. And they're on Coruscant.
Oh, yeah, Coruscant.
It's got to be,
right.
yeah, it looks like Coruscant. Downtown Coruscant.
Yeah.
I think they're setting up for the Thrawn intro because it's they're going to bring Ezra back and Thrawn in the Ahsoka show, and that's going to be their
big
their
crossover
overarching
episode.
Crossover person.
I heard.
They're not bringing Ezra back. Ezra won't be cast. It'll all be just purely Ahsoka. Every Ezra scene and every point will be put down to Ahsoka. They're not going to bring Ezra into it.
You don't think so?
Not.
I don't know. I mean, I could see
It could be
Ezra
the eternal
being,
look.
If you cast him as like a South Asian person, a guy, you know what I mean? Seriously, I mean, there's a huge market in South Asia.
Well,
like,
Asia.
you know, people look at it, you have like 1 billion of potential Star Wars fans. Let's cast someone South Asian to play Ezra Bridger and like an RRR type of hero, you know, and that's going to be hopefully that's going to be the next archetype of male hero, like something like that. You know, imagine that in Star Wars.
No, male hero. We don't do that here at Disney.
Right.
We spent $4 billion on Lucasfilm to appeal to boys, but F that.
Who gives a shit about kids? And definitely boys. There's talk. Wait a minute. There's talks that RDJ being in talks to join Star Wars.
I mean, he would be a good Thrawn.
No.
Sure. Why not?
No, he's not good. Thrawn has to be like Matt Nicholson.
That was a Benedict Cumberbatch joke.
Yeah.
Because someone asked him if he's going to be playing Thrawn, and he said, "No, I hear they're getting RDJ instead. He always gets the best roles."
Yeah, like you want someone like Cumberbatch or a Mads Mikkelsen, someone who's kind of like intellectually,
yeah,
you know, kind of imposing.
Con!
But he has to look like a crackhead.
Yeah,
He
the
really
dude from Peaky Blinders.
Matt Smith was
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
I would say Matt Smith or Cillian Murphy or Killian, whatever his pronunciation. Those two would probably.
Matt Smith.
See, I would choose Matt Smith. I'd choose Matt Smith for the same reason.
Matt Smith has the look, though. Like
Downey.
When you get him a little gaunt, he's got the tall, kind of gaunt look that could easily be Thrawn.
He's the main reason I watched House of the Dragon. He just ate up the screen every time he was on. That I was just loved Daemon Targaryen. That was just what a great role for him.
Yeah, definitely. You're right about that. Wait a minute, we got Jedis? Are they allowed to be in this show?
To Order
has
66.
To be. It has to be.
Some kind of temple. Look at the markings on the door.
Yeah. No, it's the Jedi Temple. They're about to, and that's probably going to be Grogu, Baby Yoda flashing back. They did it with Obi-Wan too. Remember, this is their thing now. They had Reva do it. Like the kids having the flashback to their PTSD moment.
It's the inciting moment of Grogu's trauma. We need to explore this.
They're all holding the lightsabers right at the top of the blades, not closer down to the hilt.
Cutting their hands off.
It's really weird. Have a look.
Yeah, look at the kid on the far right here.
They're all right at the.
That's weird. Those hilts are kind of small. Maybe they're not, but.
Hang on, kid.
I still haven't seen.
Roger.
I haven't seen enough diversity, though. I mean, we do see some droids, but where are all the aliens?
Well, they were on Andor, apparently, right?
It's Disney Star Wars. They don't do those.
Yeah, they're so
speciesist. I'm Pedro Pascal. This is the way. This is my voiceover. This is how I'm doing it for the entire trailer in every scene.
Yeah. I bet you how much he was on set was probably 30%, if that. You could always tell it's not him when the person's walking. The person always seems shorter. All right. Alien dead.
Bit racist.
This is a flashback.
Death Troopers dead.
Wait a minute, was that other guy from the last?
That was
Baba Booey?
Baba Freak.
Baba Freak.
Baba Freak.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
This is the way.
Deep Force.
I thought he wasn't allowed to be a Force user. He's a Mandalorian.
Revan was a Mandalorian, correct?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think
He's the only Mandalorian Jedi.
Yeah,
I thought there was one before him, thousands of years.
No,
Yeah, but he died.
Oh,
I think just Revan.
yeah. You know what?
And plus,
Yeah.
they've only brought Revan back into the continuity because he was in Rebels. They had Rebels. They had Revan show up when Ezra, I think, went into the Veil of the Force, and he was seeing the different ones. So Filoni made a point of bringing Revan into official continuity when all the rest of everything else in the EU is apparently F off. No Mara Jade, none of the rest, but you get Revan.
It had nothing to do with him buying any of the rights. I can assure you that was just a mere coincidence that happened a week beforehand.
He was not Mandalorian. There is one Mandalorian. I remember that definitely, but it's much older than Revan. But there was one Mandalorian Jedi. I remember them always talking about that. But yeah, it looks like Pope knows his shit.
Pope! Hey,
that's
buddy.
How they
Pope will
that's
be
how they had
joining.
the lightsaber.
Pope will be joining my my Monday night stream, talking the Beatles. We're gonna probably do a 3-week series on the Beatles.
Oh,
myself,
cool.
him, that 70s guy show, rock fan.
That 70s rock fan.
Yeah, that's
Pope
what I just said.
Metallicus.
Pope Metallicus, and maybe
Sporking News Podcast.
yeah,
Bring to you
yeah,
the Beatles.
The Beatles. First episode will probably be like the Quarrymen to right before getting to America. So it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. Even though he doesn't know a lot about the Beatles, he said, but he's a music guy. So
yes.
Episode 2 is better because that's when they become bigger than Jesus.
yeah, you got to be bigger than Jesus
Wow.
sometimes.
We said that all the time. It was
Yeah.
the name of our second album.
Yeah.
The beat charts.
But I'm gonna finish with this real quick because I want to get your views on it, and then I got to go. I mean, Carl Weathers says promoting upcoming season 3 by claiming it's a part of the Star Wars multiverse. Do you think he doesn't know what that means and made him slipped, or is it really the multiverse?
No, see, this is the thing that I'm thinking. Every time they're going to go, oh, he just made a mistake. It's just like Billy D. Williams. Oh, you know these old black guys, they can't get words right.
Right. That's so messed up. But you're right. I mean, they're going to blame him for that, but you know it's going to be something different. Because I think they want to have the world between worlds and diverge as far away from the sequels movies that they can.
He reaches into the portal, he grabs a hand, and he pulls out Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rocky all in one hit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if he meant it, but it seems like it could be. It could be. Could be. Good times, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? And then we're going to finish it up.
For me, as a Star Wars fan, what I want to see would be like animated old stuff. Like see like the Thrawn trilogy.
Yeah.
Animated like classic, or even Dark Empire, the Dark Horse Comics trilogy. I would love to see that animated in that style.
It already exists in a better form. You know they're gonna fuck it up and change it. I want to see something completely new.
I love this. I see positive and negative sitting right next to each other. This is good, and they're both bald. Go on, Grant. What were you gonna say?
Yes, my friend.
I'm saying like if you're gonna do something, fuck the altar. Go forward in the future. Go 1,000 years in the future.
Yeah. Or you can't fuck
you
up
do whatever
anything.
you want then.
Yep.
You know.
Or like remember the Star Wars Infinities, like the What If comics that they used to have. You know, there was a divergence. Like the
You mean the one where Han Solo crashed into Earth and then was discovered years later by Indiana Jones?
I think so. Yeah, is that one of the story notes?
That was one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember they did like just one for all 3 trilogy movies, and I still got the Return of the Jedi one, which I think is the best of the bunch. And because it's it's like what if Luke dies?
You're talking the alternate endings, not the what ifs.
These are like what ifs. They're called Infinities. They were Dark Horse comics.
Yeah, Infinities. They were an alternate ending. One thing changes in it, and then they change the ending. Yeah,
those would make it great animated things for Star Wars fans to buy. You know what I mean? Just like to keep their toe in the game and the toe in the pool or something like that. You know, I would rather feel like there's something gauge towards me that I want to buy. I would love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you know, like what would happen if Shmi never died, or whatever her name was? Yeah, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the what ifs would be interesting because we all know then they could do whatever they want and we won't hold it to them.
Dude, they're doing it anyway. They're putting fucking
I know, but we're holding
Ahsoka.
it.
They're putting Ahsoka on fucking Mustafa fighting
God. Instead
against
of Kenobi?
Anakin. Yeah, he's not even there.
Okay, that's good. That's good. This
It
is
was
so
too-
messed up, man. I don't even know what to think about it.
Filoni has to have a cash portion of ownership on Ahsoka because he's
Dude,
so
he created
hard.
her. He created her.
Yep.
So
No, but that does. It's not always the case though. Because he create it, but yeah, he created it before before Disney owned it, right? So the contract, if it was a Disney contract, he wouldn't be getting that money. So it must be.
Yeah, he's literally the only person that's getting paid for works that were done before the purchase.
That's why Cad Bane shows up. That's why Ahsoka shows up. These are all characters he has ownership rights in, and that's why he won't let them die.
No.
But he'll kill them off in every episode.
And then
bring him back in a post.
Yeah, I'm sure Cad Bane didn't actually die now. Right? His heart's in his knee or something. And
You can get stabbed in the gut and live. So
that's true.
you know, just
unless you're
what?
Han Solo.
Unless exactly, no shit. Chris Gore was right about that. That was the villain's death, falling from a great height. You know what I mean? Like
he got Hans Gruber.
Well, he was see, the thing was, he was an alcoholic, so when he was stabbed, it didn't clot because he blood was so that's why Reva worked.
And a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
all
was
right,
just-
guys.
I mean, no, actually, he survived the stabbing. It was the fall that killed him. Well, technically, it was the landing.
What happens to nerf herders? That's what
Goddamn
move
nerfers.
milkers.
Sparking fact.
All right, I got to wrap it up, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I don't know why I'm going to do this.
If you
but
did that, then you wouldn't have your kids.
Yeah, exactly. I got the snip, though. We're going to go out with a aluminum spork intro because we're going to be talking Beatles Monday night. Please come by and check us out. It should be a good time. I better start that DM soon. If you like the Beatles, you better be there. It'll be fun. I need people viewing. Guys, thank you for being here. Eric, let them know where they can find you, Eric.
You can find me at my station at Eric O'Sullivan. It's my name. And Reverend Sully, ordained on the internet. I make daily content. We talk about comic books daily, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. Tune in. You're going to leave your problems at the door and embrace some escapism and remember why we fell in love with this in the first place. And then get on with your day and take care of your business. You know, but I also make cooking videos. I'm a professional chef. I also
Damn good ones.
Thanks, Marty. And I do a lot of I'm a spiritual guy. I'm an ordained minister, an amateur theologian, and I believe in the power of gratitude, which will shape your purpose. It will just become evident, and it just stabilizes your life. We all deal with stuff, and we all cope. And this has been one of the best coping mechanisms I've ever learned. And I highly advise paying this forward. And thank you so much for having me on, Scott. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Good to meet you, Chad. I just read your funny book here. I love sequential art. I love comics. And you know what I mean?
Yes, you do.
This is a newspaper style funny. I like this. I'm going to tune in.
Yeah.
And Grant, as always, good to see you, brother.
Thank you.
And the chat. The best chat in the world.
Talking about Grant.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing anything except what I normally do, mooching up other people's channels and then getting them demonetized. So you can see me around.
You are good at that. Thank you, friend. And Lil Chad, let them know where they can find you, man.
I guess I should actually try to promote my YouTube channel since
there
we're
you
on
go.
I co-host a channel here called the Ascendant Art podcast over on YouTube. We're trying to grow that, so we've moved our show. We do Friday nights. Basically, after Friday Night Tights wraps up, our show would be starting.
Mhm.
Hopefully, you can enjoy that. So, I make a comic strip, as Eric mentions. It's free. It's good. It's online. You can find that. But let's promote the YouTube. Go subscribe to the channel. Help my numbers grow, so I can not be monetized like everyone else here.
It's a fun feeling, buddy. It's a fun feeling.
Would that be at Ascendant Art on the YouTube page?
That's correct.
All right. I have just clicked that subscribe button.
Yeah,
let me
don't
find
search
it.
for Little Chad. You'll get. Yeah. Oh my God.
Ascendant Art, he said.
That's right. Yep, we do long form rambling podcast shows, so stuff people can just listen to in the background. Although Grant is convincing me that shorts are the way.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I dropped the link in the private chat if you want to cut and
Thank
paste
you.
that, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the shorts that he does, he's getting like 20 times his regular views.
Oh, but are they
So-
safe shorts?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not gonna screw him over.
Yeah. You're such a dick. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I'm never used to morning shows. This morning, I had a really good time. I love you guys. See you guys tonight. Walton and Mad will be, most likely Mad, will be on the dump with some other guests talking dump stuff. So make sure you guys check them out at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on the dump tonight. Come by Saturday for our 5K birthday celebration, non-monetization on YouTube. We might have some guests, depending if they're not busy. Look at me. I'm so busy. Anyways, please, there might be some really cool surprise guests. So make sure you guys stop by. And Monday night, we will be starting the Beatles at 8 p.m. I got to think of a cool name for that one, but we will be starting that. So take care, everybody. Have a good day.
See you later, guys.
Peace.
Aluminum spot.